Well, today I'm going to give you a little insight into what this channel is and isn't about. So stay with me. Now I'm just going to go out on a limb here and assume most of you watch a number of guitar-related videos. That being the case, you'll be familiar with a lot of what's talked about these days. It seems a lot of drama is driving views for many channels lately, such as the explosion of videos about internet guitar players faking their performances, stealing music, and so on. Well, don't worry, I'm not going to go there. It's not that I don't have an opinion. Just about everybody does, especially those of us who've written music our entire lives. But I'll leave the commentary to all the others. Drama is just not what I want this channel to be about. Also, I don't intend to get much into the endless discussions about which manufacturer is suing which this week, or what corporation bought what company, or what guitar maker is hiring and which one is laying workers off. In fact, I don't have a lot of interest in talking about the gear market, other than giving you the most up-to-date price on whatever I'm featuring. Now again, plenty of that elsewhere. While I'm not saying such information isn't valuable, it tends to get repeated on channel after channel. You probably don't need to hear it from me as well. The same applies to vintage gear values as well. Now, if I discuss something vintage, it's because I think it's interesting, not because of how much money it's worth. I don't buy guitars for investment, so the current price of sought-after vintage pieces is another subject you're unlikely to hear me discuss. So far, I've only featured a couple of vintage guitars, neither especially valuable, and both of which I bought to play on stage. Well, I'm not done yet. It's also unlikely I'll ever make videos about topics like the ever-popular guitar players that are overrated. Music isn't an athletic competition. One person's overrated player is someone else's favorite. Just the fact that we're usually very familiar with a supposed overrated guitar player tells you that the music has been enjoyed by a lot of people, and isn't that what it's really all about? You know, at less than 8,000 subscribers so far, I don't have sponsors. And at this point, I'm not making more than pocket change. But playing guitar is something I've been doing most of my life, and still love to do. And I'm happy to share my insights and opinions with all of you who are interested. Now, hopefully I'll be keeping you interested, and the channel will continue to grow. If you enjoy what I'm doing here, then don't forget to like and subscribe. You can further support my efforts and help keep the channel alive by visiting my Patreon page and becoming a member. So what I will do is continue to focus on guitars and guitar gear for making music. When I talk about different manufacturers or countries in which the instruments are built, it'll only be to help you make informed decisions. The politics of buying guitars made in certain countries is, well, like all political discussions, not something I'm going to get into. I'll only say that regardless of governments, there are fine luthiers all over the world who shouldn't be vilified for what their government gets up to. And finally, I won't be leaning too heavily on what guitars famous artists played. Now, while I've been as influenced by the guitars my heroes played about as much as anyone, we all need to realize there weren't always the choices we have these days. The electric blues greats, like the old school rockers, mostly played Gibsons, Fenders, and the Gretsch models favored by rockabilly artists, because at the time, there were only a small handful of professional quality brands available. Now just think how differently brands like Ibanez and PRS would be thought of today if they'd existed or produced today's quality in the 50s and 60s. Now I have no doubt a large percentage of blues and rock players would have played them. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all of you. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you again very soon.